In 1865, a small community along the St. Clair River by the name of Newport was slowly becoming known for the large number of skilled woodworkers who were finding their way to the community. These workers were taking part in an industry that would change the Great Lakes forever. Their efforts would result in building the very ships that would soon put the St. Clair River on the map. Marine City, Michigan once stood as one of the biggest shipbuilding towns in the Great Lakes. Its workers built schooners, barges, and steamers that would keep the Great Lakes moving. Following a major salt discovery in 1882, the town would expand with the addition of salt works and a sugar beet refinery, creating even more job opportunities. The Michigan town was originally known as Yankee Point. The area was settled by the French fur traders and missionaries and was sparsely populated until the end of the American War of Independence. Settlers mostly from New England started to move west to Michigan, hence the name Yankee Point, then Catholic Point, then Newport, before earning its modern name in 1865. Marine City was an attractive destination for newcomers, not only because of its proximity to the water, but also its natural beauty. Over the years, shipbuilding and industries arising from the region's natural resources attracted even more settlers. At its zenith, Marine City was the largest shipbuilding center on Lake Huron, containing 35 shipyards to build a total of 250 wooden ships. Marine City also had an important stave mill, 2 large sawmills, as well as a sugar and brick company. Marine City's most famous residents were the Wards. Captain Samuel Ward arrived in Marine City in 1818 and created the shipbuilding industry that would later be the center of the town's economic life. From his 13th birthday, when he became a captain boy in the Great Lakes, until his death, Captain Ward sailed the Great Lakes ships, built Great Lakes ships, and expanded Great Lakes interests. Samuel Ward increased his enterprises and his fortune by supplying produce and merchandise to lake ports and building ships. He also branched out into brick manufacturing after discovering brick clay in the area, as well as establishing a sawmill in 1837. He branched out in another direction by plotting the village of Newport in 1837, a village which was rechristened Marine City in 1868. In autumn 1822, Eber Ward moved 2 of his 4 children to Michigan from Ohio. Eber shared his Uncle Samuel's love for sailing and resolved to develop the shipping resources for the Great Lakes. By 1820, Samuel Ward had established a shipyard on the St. Clair River, continuing to follow his shipping vision. When the Erie Canal opened, Eber accepted freight to haul on the St. Clair River bound for New York. His cargo included 2 horses, which were responsible for towing freight-laden ships on the canal. His successful voyage earned him the reputation as being the first captain to take a lake ship through the Erie Canal to New York. His records indicated that the cargo netted him $6,000. The story of Eber Ward ended in January 1875. About 10:45 a.m. in the morning on January 3rd, he suffered a heart attack while walking on the west side of Griswold Street, between Larned and Jefferson Avenues in Detroit. He collapsed in front of the bank building of E.K. Roberts. He was carried into Mr. Roberts' office, and several excellent physicians attended to him, but their efforts were all in vain. One of the doctors said that he probably was already dead within minutes from the time he was lifted from the street. Later they discovered that Eber had suffered a similar attack a few months earlier. The doctors immediately notified his family, friends, and many business colleagues of his death. Even today, many feel that Eber Ward is considered the founder of the city. He was basically the most influential individual in Marine City. The Wards were not the only family known for building ships along the St. Clair River. David Lester, who built this amazing home in 1855, also ran shipyards and designed the ship the Forest. Captain David Lester's most notable contribution to the nautical history of the Great Lakes was the launching of the V.H. Ketchum, on which his shipyard built. When it was launched in Marine City on April 16, 1874, it was the largest ship on the Great Lakes at the time. Today, the V.H. Ketchum is still the flagship of the Interlake Steamship Company, and an oil painting of the vessel hangs in their boardroom. Up the river from Marine City, Great Lakes Engineering, who would build large steel ships, also creating the tubes that would become the Detroit-Windsor Tunnel. And in St. Clair, Simon Langle, who started his shipyard in 1864, building 28 ships in all. Shipyards were bustling, constructing ships that would cross the Great Lakes many times over. Later, as the lumber shipping industry began to slow in the region, ships began to carry iron ore from Minnesota to Ohio. An enduring link between the United States and Canada developed greatly at this time, with both sides of the St. Clair River being drawn by factors such as work, pleasure, and trade. From the original wooden ferry through the first steamer, the St. Clair River marked itself as a supreme leader when it came to shipbuilding. Today, the St. Clair River is more of a tourism location than an industrial one, with its picturesque views. Yet its memories of the ships that were built here still live in the memories of many of its residents.